We're standing here at Heeia fish pond. This is an 800-year-old fish pond built for the community of Heeia. And I think community is a big part of what we're trying to establish here, is that fish ponds were made for people and not just families. We sit in a crisis right now where food production in Hawaii is not what we're striving for right now, and I think that's the ultimate thing we should strive for, is to be producing things for ourselves instead of relying on somewhere else in the world to feed us. Today was a community work day. We had about 80 volunteers out here working for the restoration of this pond. The foundation of this pond is built upon the people who come out and volunteer here. As a staff, we could not do what we do without the help of community. You know, we're at a fish pond. We like to talk about fish and where does fish lie within each and every one of our daily lives, and it's our food source. Yeah, 800 years ago is their main protein. Today, life is a little easier with stores. Yeah, we can drive to the store, we can go to Costco. We can even order things online and it can come right to our doorsteps. And that's where we actually miss a connection with our environment. We need to look to our cell phones to tell us what's going on in the world instead of being out in the environment and it telling us what's happening by itself. And I think today the people who actually came out here and put their hands to work connected with their environment a little more than they had been previously. It's awesome to support the cause. It's awesome to be an advocate for good work, but things don't get done unless you come out here and actually get your hands dirty. And in Hawaiian, there's a great saying. It's huli kalima ilalo eola, and that's when you turn your hands down to the soil you live. Because the only way something can grow, the only way you can feed yourselves is by getting your hands dirty. And today, each and every one of our volunteers got their hands very dirty. I know the awesome thing is you can see what happened today. You can look back on the day and see what you accomplished, and whether you come back the next day, the next week, the next month, or the next year, progress is going to continue to happen here at Heeia Fish Pond because volunteers and community, you know, they come together and they really support what we're trying to do. And the ultimate goal is to feed people. And as an island sitting in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, we should have no problem feeding ourselves fish. And yet, right now, we rely on 80% of the rest of the world to feed us. Our fish is coming from somewhere else constantly. I think one thing people need to take away when they visit these places is no matter where they live around this island, no matter where they live around this world, they have an effect to the ocean. Whether it's through your storm drains, whether it's littering out of your car on accident or on purpose, we all have slight effects on this ocean. And little do we know that this ocean provides us with oxygen, with food, with just, a place to be able to go. you know, and spend times with our families, and how important this ocean is to each and every one of us. Even though we might live way up on the mountainside, this ocean is important. And you know, little steps like coming out and volunteering at places like Heeia Fish Pond, and this is not the only place to volunteer. Get out in your own communities, do good works around your own household, make a garden at your house, because those are all small steps into making communities stronger. And once we can build a stronger community, then we don't have to rely on the rest of the world to feed us, to clothe us, to get us through our daily lives. That's what this island is for. 800 years ago, they were fully sustained upon what they produced. And even up to 100 years ago, Hawaiians fully sustained themselves on this island. And I think, you know, still with some good work and some good help, we can still sustain ourselves today.